Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup here on this Tuesday night, April 14th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start off out at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Washington Nationals, fresh off their 9-4 opening day victory at Fenway Park over the Nationals yesterday. And the Washington Wizards went, and the Washington Nationals went on the board in the top of the second inning. That's when Michael Taylor singles on the ground ball to center fielder Mookie Betts, and then he has one of those scores and was 1-0 favorite in the Nationals here. And then in the bottom of the second, Mookie Betts doubles on a sharp ground ball to left fielder Jason Worth as Mac Napoli and Brock Holt scores. It was 2-1 Red Sox through 2 innings. And then in the bottom of the third, 9-0 singles on a sharp ground ball to right fielder Bryce Harper. Hanley Ramirez scores Mike Napoli in the third, 3-1 in favor of the Red Sox, and then Ryan Hannigan singles on a line drive to right fielder Bryce Harper, and that Mike Napoli scores, and it's 4-1 in favor of the Red Sox through 3. And then in the bottom of the fourth, Dustin Pedroia homers on a line drive to left field, and it was 5-1 in favor of the Red Sox through 4 innings, and things look good. But top of the fifth, disaster laid ahead as Clint Robinson singles on a line drive to right fielder Dan Nava, and Jason Worth scores and Bryce Harper the third, and Brandon Zimmerman the second. It was 5-2 Red Sox. And then Wilson Ramos grounds out shortstop Brock Holt to first baseman Mike Napoli, and Bryce Harper scores, and Brandon Zimmerman the third. Clint Robinson the second, and it was 5-3 Red Sox. And then Ian Desmond singles on ground ball there. Right fielder Dan Nava that scores. Brandon Zimmerman and Clint Robinson in the game is tied at 5-5 apiece. And then Michael Taylor triples on a line drive to center fielder Mookie Betts, and Ian Desmond scores, and Denny Espinosa scores, and all of a sudden, the Washington Nationals went ahead 7-5 on the Red Sox. But in the bottom seven, the Red Sox got lucky due to some sloppy fielding by the Washington Nationals here as Ryan Hannigan reaches on a first attempt. Fielding error by pitcher Blake Trinan, that scores Hanley Ramirez and Shane Victorino, and it was 7-7 all. And then Brock Holt grounds that shortstop Ian Desmond to first baseman Ryan Zimmerman, and Alan Craig scores as the Boston Red Sox edge out the Washington Nationals at Fenway Park 8-7 as now they improve their record to 6-2 on the season here as Henry Mejica got the win to go to 1-0 season as he pitched 1.1 inning pitch and struck out 2, and Stevens and Trinian was sent out of the loss. As tomorrow the Red Sox and the Washington Nationals will wrap up the 3-game series at Fenway Park tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 p.m. as Wade Miley the man of the Red Sox and Gio Gonzalez the man for the Nationals here. Okay, let's take a look at other scores around the NBA here. Oh! Let's take a look at other scores around the major leagues here. Top of the ninth, Tampa Bay Rays lead the Toronto Blue Jays 3-2 in the top of the ninth. Bottom of the eighth, Chicago White Sox lead the Cleveland Indians 4-1. Top of the ninth, Miami Marlins lead the Atlanta Braves 8-2. Bottom of the eighth, New York Mets lead the Philadelphia Phillies 6-4. Bottom of the seventh, Cincinnati Reds lead the Chicago Cubs 3-0 here. Bottom of the sixth, Texas Rangers lead the Los Angeles Angels 5-0 in the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth, Oakland Athletics lead the Houston Astros 3-0 here. Other scores in the final, Detroit blanking Pittsburgh 2-0, and then Baltimore Orioles over the New York Yankees 4-3. How about the Red Sox? Okay, the Boston Celtics clinched a spot in the playoffs yesterday, and now they squared up against the Toronto Raptors to evening at TD Garden here. And the first quarter, the Celtics got off to a slow start as the Toronto Raptors went into the first quarter break, leading it 26-19. And then in the second quarter, both teams had an even quarter as a Celtics and the Raptors scored 27 points apiece in the second quarter. As now the Celtics trailed the Toronto Raptors 53-46. And then in the third quarter, the Celtics started to play very well in the third quarter as the Celtics went in the third quarter break, leading it 73 as Celtics trailed the Toronto Raptors 74-73 in the third quarter, and then fourth quarter, back and forth battle at the end of the fourth quarter, and with 8/10 of the second left, Jay Crowder hits one from the corner as the Boston Celtics defeat the Toronto Raptors at the TD Garden 95-93 as they improved their record of 39-42 this season as Avery Bradley and Evan Turner got 14 points in the win for the Celtics, and Kyle Lowry and Lou Williams had 16 points in the loss for the Raptors. As next up for the Celtics, they will wrap up the regular season in Milwaukee against the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow night in Milwaukee here, as the Boston Celtics clinch that 7th spot in the Eastern Conference, as they will take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs there, as Indiana has the 8th seed, but they're 37-43, a half game ahead of Brooklyn, which were 37-44, and Miami 36-45, were 1.5 behind Indiana in that final Eastern Conference playoff spot. And in the Western Conference, Nons Pelicans holding on to an 8th spot as they are in a virtual tie with the Oklahoma City Thunder for that final spot in the Western Conference playoffs. Okay, other scores around the NBA. 8:42 left in the fourth quarter. Washington Wizards lead the Indiana Pacers 68-61, and the Los Angeles Clippers and Phoenix Suns get away by 10:30 p.m. How about them Celtics? Okay, let us take a look at other scores. Take a look at some sports news here. Wearing a walking boot on his right foot and using crutches, Atlanta Hawks guard Davos Cephalosha read a statement and said New York City police were responsible for his broken right fibula and ligament damage. Cleveland Indians pitcher Carlos Carrasco was carted off the field in the first inning Tuesday night after being struck in the face by a line drive hit by Chicago's Melky Cabrera. The Cleveland Browns rebranding process continued on Tuesday night when the team unveiled its new uniforms. Early this season, the Browns unveiled a new logo. First off the national title, Duke's Justice Winlow, the class for the NBA draft. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ike Taylor's return in a 12-year career in which he helped lead the team to 2 Super Bowl victories. With a constantly revolving the door of players to the roster that lack top-shelf talent, the Boston Celtics surprising chain charging in the playoffs as a testament both to their chemistry and Brad Stevens' system as well as weakness of the Eastern Conference. A controversial penalty had to host Juventus a 1-0 win over Monaco on Tuesday in turn Italy in a first leg of the Champions League quarterfinal. Thanks to the College Football Playoff Bowl games paid more than $500 million to the conferences and schools last season, the largest payout ever increased to almost $200 million from the final season of the Bowl Championship Series. The Senate Chargers would be crazy to trade Philip Rivers. In Chicago, while 26 draft-eligible players have accepted invitations from the NFL to attend the proceeding later this month, Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota are not among them. The Los Angeles Dodgers sit yes approved because of sore hamstring. In Nashville, Tennessee, the Chicago Blackhawks and Nashville Predators believe how they finished the regular season doesn't matter in the playoffs. In Arlington, Virginia, for all of his goals and a trio of MVP trophies, Washington Capitals captain Alex Ovechkin never passed the second round of the NHL playoffs. And a 3-member NASCAR appointed a Bills board Tuesday reduced the penalty to Circle Sport Racing, cut the points penalty from 25 points to 10 points in the fine to crew chief Slugger Lab from $50,000 to $20,000 while keeping Lab suspension. And that's going to be it for Sportsman Up here on this Tuesday, April 14, 2015. I'm Pierce. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.